All right, checking back in. It is May 18th, day after I posted the last video. But anyway, I had a nice little training session. It's Saturday. I had a nice little training session planned for today where I was going to do 40 miles on the bike and like a 6 to 8 mile run. And then later on today, I was going to try to get some swimming in if the pool is open, but found out the pool was closed today because they're doing an event there. So planned on a 40 mile bike and a 6 to 8 mile run. Started off good. Ran into some problems halfway through and had to cut the bike short because some fucking dipshit in a truck with a trailer decided that he wasn't going to have brake lights or a blinker today and cut in front of me as I was doing about 25 miles an hour. Didn't really have time to do much, but hit the brakes and flipped my bike. Came within a yard of smashing into his fucking stupid ass trailer. Yeah, holy shit. It's funny because when you start cycling, you hear about people getting in accidents and your friends tell you that, you know, your friends that already do cycling and shit, like tell you, oh, you're going to fall one time. Like, you're going to fall. Everybody falls. You'll fall. You'll fall. And you're like, not me. Like, I'm not that reckless. Like, I watch it. I watch the fucking, you know, I watch my back. I look out for cars and whatever, but you could be the most cautious driver, cycler, fucking motorcycle, bike rider, whatever you call in the world. Like, stupid people in this world really exist, and they drive cars. And it's laughing. I'm laughing, but it's really not funny because I have a lot of friends that died on motorcycles. Today, as I was at like mile 12, riding in the bike lane, old man, probably like in his late 50s, with a trailer attached to his truck, came driving past me. So I'm just driving, you know, riding, whatever. And all of a sudden, this motherfucker cuts over in the lane about probably 4 yards ahead of me. Like, I probably could have reached out with my hand and been within a yard of touching the back of his trailer. He had no idea I was even on the fucking bike. He just swerves right over to go to the gas station. Didn't even know I was there. And so I hit the brakes and my tire started to slide. My right leg ripped out of the pedal. My left leg stayed locked up. So when my left leg kicked, my front tire kicked out and my momentum was going forward. So I went right down into the fucking ground, shoulder, head, and neck first. I felt my head smack the ground and I heard the helmet dong. Rolled onto my back and slid probably 3 yards right within like a yard of his fucking tires. I remember as I was flipping and I was like this, I seen his tires go right by my face, like literally a yard away from my fucking head. He had no idea. And he just kept driving into the gas station to get his gas. There was people there, you know, doing yard work and like cutting the grass, and there was people outside the gas station. Everybody's like, oh, this fucking dude had no idea. So like I jumped up like, holy shit, what just happened? Like, it's crazy because when they say that you're in that situation, like everything's crazy for a minute. And like I couldn't hear anything in that time, but like I was just looking around and like all my shit was just everywhere. Like my bike just bent up. The handlebars got bent. It feels like a couple of things are bent on it. I got to take it into a cycle shop. Really, I should have called the fucking cops and had them reported so that I could get my bike fixed on his expense. But I was so pissed off. I didn't want the guy to come anywhere near me, and I just wanted to get away from the situation. I don't know. You could say that I was shell-shocked or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. In those type of situations, man, like I said, that's the closest I ever came to fucking killing somebody and, like, not doing it. Like, that was, I don't know. Anyway, so the dude pulls up to his little gas meter, and he gets out, and the guys are doing the yard work, and they're looking at him like, do you not know you just almost killed this guy? And I'm just standing there at this point, so I unbuckle my helmet, and I'm walking fucking towards the gas station. He had no idea. So he's just walking, and everybody starts running out of the gas station and like, you almost just hit that fucking guy on the bike, like da 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 da. And he's like, what? And fucking, he looks at me, he's like, are you okay? Are you okay? And like, my first reaction was like, I'm gonna fucking knock this guy out. Like, you know, and he really had no idea. So, I mean, should I be upset or should I be upset more at myself? I'm more upset at him. I was in my bike lane. He didn't have a blinker and he didn't fucking check his brakes. He had no brake lights or a blinker. Cut in front of me. So he's like, oh, are you okay? Are you okay? And like, I don't know, he's kind of far away, so I didn't really hear him, but I know he was trying to ask if I was okay. My first thing I said was, fuck you, motherfucker. And I was just like, don't fucking come over here because I'm going to knock you the fuck out. And he's like standing in front of the gas station, like walking towards me. And I said, turn the fuck around and go in the grocery store. I said grocery store, but it was a gas station. I said, turn the fuck around and go in the grocery store. Fuck you. And he's like walking towards me. And like, I knew if he would have walked towards me, he would have had about a 99.9% chance of getting fucking knocked out. So I told him, like, turn the fuck around and go back in the fucking store, bro. Get the fuck out of my face. And he's like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I keep flipping him off. Fuck you. And then the other guy, like, that's weed eating the grass, is like kind of walking over. And he's like, he was really concerned the whole time. So I was cool with that. But like I said, like, as he kept, like, he stopped and he's just like, I just want to know if you're okay. And I, fuck you, motherfucker. And I walked over, I grabbed my bike, got all my stuff, cracked my phone. What else? Yeah, he bent my handlebar. I think a couple of things are bent on my bike, my actual bike, but I don't know. I have to take it to a shop to see what's wrong. I rode it home, so I mean, I don't think there's much wrong with it. I don't know. I looked down and grabbed all my shit, and I looked up and the guy was gone. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe he just left. I don't know, but whatever. I'm glad he left because, I mean, I'm not saying I would have beat him up, but I don't know. I was just kind of in shock. But anyway, grabbed all my shit. The dude that was doing the yard work walked over and was like, you okay? You know, this and that. Like, can I help you get anything? I'm like, nah, dude, I got it. Like, at that point, I was laughing. It was like it was, man, like, I don't know. I thought that would never happen to me, and it happened. So I laughed. I was just like, damn, like, that was fucking crazy. I didn't know my handlebar was bent yet. And then I went to go grab my bike, and I was like, why does this shit feel lopsided? And I looked, and like, my whole handlebar was like this when it's supposed to be like that. So the handlebar that I landed on is bent really bad, but I can probably bend that back. I don't think there's anything broken on it that I can't fix or have a bike place fix. So I'm just thankful I walked away with no injuries, man. Little shoulder pain, little neck pain. I hope I don't have a concussion. I don't feel like I do, but I kind of feel like those of you that play football or any kind of contact sport, I kind of feel like how you feel a couple of hours after the game. Like when the adrenaline wears off, and you start feeling like the aches and pains of like your neck and shoulders and your knees. And that's kind of how I feel right now. So, I mean, like I said, I've been hit in the head 100 times in football, boxing, kickboxing, grew up playing football and contact sports. So I'm used to neck and shoulder pain. That's kind of like how I feel. I feel like maybe tomorrow I'll be like really sore in my neck, shoulder, and head. Maybe not my head, but my neck and shoulder. Maybe have a headache. I don't know. But just thankful that I'm still able to walk, see, breathe, and nothing really bad happened. So it's kind of funny now that I talk about it. Even funnier note, I think back now, I actually ripped up my freaking tri-suit too, and my damn, so that's my knee. That's my tri-suit, brand new tri-suit, got nice and ripped. Thankfully, it was cold today because I had clothes on. That's why I said, like, I was laughing on my way home. I was like, dude, I was pissed when it was cold this morning because I had to wear clothes to train. And after I wrecked, I'm like, thank you, God, for making it cold today. Because if it wasn't cold today, I would have probably just had on some compression shorts, and that concrete would have hurt a hell of a lot more with my bare skin, and my tattoos would probably be gone on the side that I hit my shoulder on. So God works in mysterious ways. yeah, so an even funnier note, I just got home and Mia is sleeping still, but I shut all the doors before I left so that she couldn't get into any rooms and she could just roam, you know, the living room. And apparently the bathroom door was locked when I shut it. So now I can't take a shower. And I got to take her to her doctor's appointment. So we'll see how that works out. Great day to be alive. So anyway, checking out. All of you bastards out there that don't pay attention when you drive, please pay attention to the cyclists on the road. They have families. They have lives to get back to. Every time I'm on the damn road, I almost get sideswiped about twice per ride, which is why I don't do a lot of road cycling. Some people just like to be assholes and do it because they feel like they run the road because they're in a car, but really when they step outside of their car, they're a sack of shit and they'll get knocked out. Be mindful of cyclists on the road. You know, they have lives too. They're just trying to get a fucking workout in. So what if they have on some cheesy ass neon colors that Lance Armstrong would wear? They're getting their workout in. Leave them the fuck alone. Stay away from them. Give them room. Swerve over in the opposite fucking lane if there's no cars. Give them room, man. I used to laugh at cyclists with the bright jerseys and the helmets and all that shit. Like, oh, look at that pussy, thinks he's like Lance Armstrong. They wear those bright colors for a reason. It's so that people like you can see them and avoid hitting them or cutting in front of them. So anyway, be mindful. It's Saturday, 11:39 a.m. Get your asses up, get active. Peace out. What is happening? So 48 hours out from my accident. If you've seen the first part of this video, got into a bike accident by some dipshit old man, probably like between 50 and 60. No blinker, no brake lights. Drove past me and then cut me off going into a gas station on Saturday. It's now Monday, May 20th. Just a little update. Definitely sore everywhere, especially my left shoulder and my my neck on the left, along the left side, basically everywhere that took the impact. Obviously road rash and scrapes and whatever. So the way I fell, I tried to click my foot out of the pedal, and as I did that, I hit the brakes. My tire slid, one of them caught, and I flipped over the left side of the handlebars, landed on the left side of my handlebar, my shoulder. At that same time, I got whiplash and smacked the left side of my head on the ground. Rolled over and then slid on my back within like an inch, not an inch, about a yard, 12 inches away from the guy's tires on his trailer he had on the back of his truck. So the injuries suck, but thankful that I didn't get my head ran over and I'm dead. So I guess that's a positive. But yeah, so I hit, slid, whacked my head, rolled over my back, slid, and like literally as I was turning, I came within like a foot, not a, why do I keep saying a foot? A yard of his back tires. I saw them go right past my face. So yeah, crazy how timing works, huh? So another yard closer when I fell, I would have been right underneath those tires. So thank God for that. Actually gonna get a bike trainer for my back tires so I can just do my cycling in the house now. Like I said before, I don't like road cycling. Around where I live, there's not a lot of bike lanes, so you'll be riding on a bike lane and literally out of nowhere it'll disappear. Even though you have just as much right to be on the road as drivers, not every driver feels that way. So if you are watching this video and you are one of those people, start watching out for cyclists. Quit being an asshole. All they're doing is trying to get in a workout, you know. Yeah, they look funny with their weird alien helmets and bright shirts and pants, but they're only wearing those bright clothes so that people like you can see them, you know. Or if people like you run them off the road, you know, they're not going skin first onto the ground. I used to make fun of a lot of cyclists when I was younger. Like, oh, look at these fucking wannabe Lance Armstrong pussies fucking with their little cycling clothes on and their little shoes and socks and their helmets. I used to be one of those guys too. Yeah, not anymore because I am one of them. Pay attention, man. They got those bright ass clothes on for a reason. Stay off your phones. You know, even look for pedestrians and joggers. Even when I'm running on the road, which is, I don't like training near the road, period. It's dangerous. Even running like in the bike lane, I've almost been hit more than 10 times, sideswiped by idiots driving too close, you know? So just keep an eye out, man. All everybody's trying to do is just get a workout in, man. They ain't out there trying to hurt nobody or be stupid. Don't be a douchebag and try to be funny in front of your friends, or just because you're having a bad day think you're going to swipe somebody and fucking make your day feel better, because that person that you swiped and made crash has a life, probably have a family, you know. They got shit going on. They can't afford to be in the hospital and out of work or whatever it is they're doing. So just remember that next time you want to be an asshole and look at your phone, or just be an asshole and sideswipe somebody on purpose to fucking make yourself feel better. Anyway, it's 48 hours out, Monday, the 20th of May. From hitting my head, definitely feeling some concussion symptoms now. It's weird because when I played football, I felt a lot of the same shit, like the symptoms that I'm feeling. So makes me wonder, like, just how bad is football for the human body? Definitely not good. Because the way that my body feels right now, I felt that way after every football game my entire life. And I've played in hundreds of football games. My head, I've never had a head injury this serious. But I know people who've had way worse than what I'm feeling. Like throwing up on the field and all that shit. Crazy. And that was every game. And every game my head felt like kind of like this, but not as bad. Definitely feel foggy brain, cloudy. My memory is kind of like weird, slow. I feel like jumpy. Like yesterday I went to the grocery store and like people were walking past me and I was like kind of jumping and to the side a little bit. Like it's weird. Definitely sensitive to light, sensitive to sound. When I walk into a room that is bright, like I just, you know, can't really look. Scary, man. At times dizziness and like depression almost. Not even almost, depression. Last night it got kind of bad, like around 10 o'clock. And like I had to put my hoodie over my head, like, cause I couldn't really see or hear anything. And, you know, Jen, you know, trying to care for me. And like, I felt like I couldn't even talk. She was asking me questions and like, I just felt like I couldn't say anything. My brain was so foggy. And, I was supposed to work this morning at 4:30 a.m. My shift from 4:30 to 1 p.m. on Mondays. So last minute, I wasn't gonna call out, but last minute, we just found a replacement for my shift, so wasn't able to go to work today. Trying to get in to see my doctor so I can get my head checked out. Yeah, so just waiting to hear back. I called him this morning. Sitting down in a semi-dark room, probably all day with nothing. Just try to recover. The best thing they say is just to sit in a dark room with silence, which isn't good for me because that's what I don't like. So that's what I'm waiting on now. They say it's good to exercise when you have concussion symptoms, just not anything too strenuous. So I might do like a light a light bike ride or something on the stationary bike that we have here at home, just to kind of get a little sweat going and get the blood flowing, but nothing too crazy. For the most part today, I'll just be resting and then waiting for my doctor to call back. I was also hoping to get my bike into the bike shop today to get looked at. Handlebars definitely might need to be replaced because the left side where I hit is really badly bent. There's some scrapes on it, which are fine. And there's the back brakes are kind of off alignment, but like I said, nothing that I can't fix that I can see. But yeah, it's definitely probably over $100 worth of damage on the bike, which is, now I'm just living with like a lot of regret, because instead of cussing at the dude and wanting him to stay away from me and just getting my shit and like going, I should have taken his license plate and all his information and talked to witnesses and called the cops, because he would have been liable to pay for all that shit, and now I got to come out of pocket for all of it. So yeah, just wanted to make the video to tell people, like, be more aware of your surroundings on the road, man. You know, it could have been a lot worse. I could not have been here. You know, could have been dead. All because some idiot wasn't paying attention. You know, and it's like, I was supposed to work yesterday, which was Sunday, but I had to call out of that shift. So I missed 2 days of work. My bike's got over $100 worth of damage. I have a concussion. And hopefully nothing's wrong with my spine. I mean, shit. But, you know, just for him not paying attention, he's cost me, between my bike, missing 2 days of work, and my copay, which I'm going to pay when I go to the doctor's, he's probably cost me over $500. And that's before my bike even gets checked. It may be more. So just be aware when you guys are on the road. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to do my best to get my bike a lot brighter so that people can see. Maybe get a brighter tri-suit or cycling suit. Maybe have my helmet painted like a brighter color. Hopefully, I mean, that'll help a little bit. But anyway, signing out. Hopefully I'm good to go soon. I plan to go to work tomorrow and go about my normal schedule. We'll see how everything goes. Keep getting after it.